Welcome to the Nerds Who Swing podcast.
Welcome to the Nerds Who Swing podcast. My name is Miller.
Margot.
You can find us everywhere where you would find a normal podcast.
Search Nerds Who Swing on Facebook.
You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Pinterest. You can find us on SoundCloud. You can find us on YouTube.
We are so many places.
Or even on iTunes. That's probably where you found this one. And then the most important one is you can find us on Patreon.com, where if you want to just give us $1 or $2 to help just pay for hosting our website and our podcast.
Oh, that would be so nice of people.
I know,
Can you
right?
imagine if they did that?
There might even be bonuses eventually.
Bonuses?
Yeah.
Sexy bonuses?
No, lame bonuses.
Oh,
you
good.
could do our taxes.
Lame bonuses. Bonuses including.
That's right. And then you can also, we have a contest with every episode where if you want to be in our logo.
Yeah. Did you see our logo? Can you see it? Pull it up. Do you see our super sexy logo?
That's right.
Is it me right now?
It is right now.
It's me right now. That's me, folks. But maybe that could be you.
That's right.
Which would be super hot.
Send us your picture.
Send us a picture.
Any one of these.
No faces?
No faces.
No faces. Not that your face isn't sexy, but, other sexy business.
Also, no penises unless there's also a vagina there.
Because who wants a penis?
Yeah. Just saying. Yeah, that's 50% of the vote. I'm not voting for that. Yeah.
Anyway, send us in your pictures if you want to.
You could be the background of the Nerds Who Swing logo.
Can you imagine
your
body, your sexy, sexy bod as the background of our logo?
Damn, Margot.
So hot.
Yeah. Anyway.
I like it. Okay, we're Nerds Who Swing. So totally.
We're live. Welcome
to the Nerds Who Swing podcast.
What's right?
Second intro, sort of, if you want.
No second intros.
Okay, today.
Yeah, what are we talking about
today? We're going to talk about...
What's your name, by the way?
You don't know?
No.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
It's Margot here. Miller's over there.
Oh, yeah.
We're drinking wine. Things are getting sexy.
Midday wine, the best kind of wine.
Is day drinking a problem?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's a problem if you have it during the day.
If day drinking is a problem, very, very occasional day drinking, confined to podcasting or Mexico.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a problem. And if you think it's a problem, you don't have to listen. That's right. Bitches.
Whoa.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry. Please listen.
After 2 glasses, Margot starts calling everybody bitches. Yeah.
Those are my go-to. Either call you a bitch or be like, I'll show you my boobs if you stay. Those are my go-to. So you could choose your... It's like a choose your own adventure. You can choose your path. This way, boobs. This way, anger.
Bitches. Yeah.
It's up to you. Those are my 2 options. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
Today, we're going to talk about a very eventful Friday that we had. So today will be called the Friday,
okay.
I guess, where things... It was
a roller coaster of a day.
It was an epic journey.
It was.
Yes, a roller coaster.
We tend to have days that are dates, especially, but days that are they start out one way and then completely change to something else.
Agreed.
So, I mean, I found for me, especially with lifestyle things, but when you have kids or anything in life, I feel like I almost can't let myself get too excited about
you have to kind
certain
of temper
things.
your expectations.
Where, I have to be perfectly okay with when I get up in the morning and what I think the day is going to be. Mm-hmm. It can be completely 180 from what I thought it was.
That's right.
And I've learned for myself, as this is related to swinging at all, but for myself as a human, it's okay that things change. And I can't let them get me down or wreck the rest of the day for me by being cranky about it. Because shit happens.
I feel like that is such a healthy way to look at stuff.
I just let things roll off my back. People have things or have to cancel things or can do things when they thought they couldn't.
That's right.
Or kids get sick or
as soon as you
whatever.
become when you're no longer one person.
Yeah.
So then you're a couple, right?
Yeah.
Then you're 2 people. And then if you have kids, you're a family. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, however many of you. Right. So all of those people have to be healthy and whatnot. And then there's your babysitter. And then there's other stuff in life. What if you need to work late? What if there's so many moving parts to life that any kind of lifestyle stuff, or honestly anything grown up when you have younger kids, is always going to be after all that other stuff gets done.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You know what? It's a stage in your life. Your kids are only little for so long and all that stuff. But, like, the lifestyle is definitely an important part of our lives, but it is only part. So it only gets a certain amount of time in our lives. So Friday we
woke up.
Not necessarily this Friday. I don't know when this podcast will
at
air
this point, who knows when
or whatever.
About, but it was a Friday.
It was a Friday.
And we had plans to meet another couple to go over to their house for dinner.
It was a second date of sorts, I guess. A date in which play was definitely happening. Lovely
Meet
couple.
Super
we
awesome.
like them very much. Super
Again,
attracted to them.
Not mad if things don't go as planned at all.
At
Completely
this point, we had not played with them.
Right.
But the plan was to play with them tonight,
Right.
so to speak. Tonight, on this Friday, that was the plan.
Right. So we got up in the morning, and they had sent us a message saying that they were going on a trip right away and weren't quite ready to go. They had to finish getting ready, packing, planning, all that stuff.
It happens.
Completely understandable. Looking back at it, I'm kind of surprised that they agreed to it in the first place.
It was probably not a great timing
Right.
for them, and it just happened to be good timing for us.
Right.
There's been, 10 times when they've invited us to things that we couldn't go to because of babysitters and schedules and whatnot. So sometimes
this is once back the other way for them.
Exactly. So there was no anger whatsoever. It was, some disappointment, of course, but honestly, they're fantastic, and they're in the lifestyle, and we're friends with them. We message with them. We will get to see them again.
Right, exactly.
So I was disappointed. I guess a teensy tiny part of me was a little bit relieved because I was nervous.
Yeah.
Sorry. It was our first sort of going back to someone's house time, and I was very excited for it, but there's sort of just a different level of, I guess, pressure on a date when you know sex is happening.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of, you want to make sure everything is good and like everybody's happy. And I was excited, but there was nerves as well.
Right.
So when we woke up to the it's not happening message, 99% disappointed, although understanding, not mad, kind of disappointed. Just kind of like, dang.
That's too bad. But then we quickly, like we've learned to do, rallied.
Yeah.
And we were like, you know what? Like, it sucks. We like them.
Yeah.
They're busy. They're not like blowing us off because they don't want to hang out with us.
No,
they just
not
got
at all.
Other things that they have
not
to do.
At all.
So
they're not jerks whatsoever.
Yeah, let's not dwell on what the night could have been. Let's just decide, okay, we're going to go out and have an awesome night, just us.
Yeah.
And who cares?
Got a babysitter anyway. Let's wing it.
Yeah.
Let's go and see what happens.
Right.
So there's roller coaster number one.
Right. So
a mild roller coaster at best. We're talking.
It's a change in what we thought was going to happen during the day.
Right.
So we had that happen. Then we had a normal day for the most part during the day. I had to work. You had to work.
Right.
Kids were at school.
Right. Got them to the
babysitter
situation, staying at family's house.
Yeah.
Everybody's super settled, which is the best way to do it because then you don't have any worries. It's not some 14-year-old watching your kid. It's family, so everything's settled.
They're comfortably at the babysitter's.
Right.
We're at home. We get ready.
Yes.
We're getting ready or whatever.
Also, sidebar, I like a nice long getting ready.
I feel like
I
for
to have some time
days when it's us, I enjoy that too, where we're slowly getting ready.
What should I do with my hair?
Music on,
makeup.
We're deciding what to wear.
It's a very nice, it's sort of a couple time. Yeah. And when you're a mom and you're like, sure, I'll throw on mascara and pretend like I'm ready. Mm-hmm. It's just nice to be actually ready.
Right.
You can you can manscape some stuff. I can prep some stuff.
Right.
Make sure everybody's ready to go. And you just feel more confident. Yeah. You feel ready and you're like, I am good to go.
Right.
So that was lovely.
That was
nice. That was fun.
So we decided what to wear. So, but you had two outfits.
Oh, ladies.
You had a kind of more vanilla outfit for the first part of the date and then a more swinger club outfit for the second part.
I don't know if any of you feel like this. Write in if you do. When you're going to dinner or a movie or a pre-sex club situation, you don't want to wear your sex club outfit.
Right.
I can't wear my sex club outfit to go watch Star Wars. That's fucked up. I can't do that. You want to wear normal clothes, jeans and a t-shirt, whatever your normal thing is. So I wore normal clothes and I packed my sex clothes. But big tip, try on your sex clothes before. Because if you're going to be doing a quick change from your comfy clothes to your sexy sex clothes, you don't want to be in that bathroom going like, fuck, I forgot this doesn't fit. Or like, that's right, there's a hole in these nylons and I forgot about that from last time or whatever.
Right.
So
and
there you go.
I mean, I even had a separate change. Like I changed from a t-shirt, get this, to a button-up shirt.
Oh.
What?
Are you guys still here?
Yeah.
Did we blow your minds?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I know.
Do you need to recuperate?
Even for me, I liked having something different to change into because sometimes it's nice to have like a change of clothes to kind of get you in the mindset.
I agree.
For what you're going to do.
It can be subtle changes.
Yeah.
Lipstick, whatever. You're just kind of like,
right.
I am transitioning into sexy me time versus normal me time.
Exactly. So we got dressed.
Got ready.
Packed our secondary clothes.
Yeah.
Showered
went
and
for
everything.
Food.
And then, we went out for food.
Mm-hmm. And drinks. Happy hour.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we hit a place that had happy hour. We got, like, dry ribs, tacos.
It was like, the bill was like $40.
Yeah, it was
like,
awesome.
Drinks and everything.
2 drinks. Fantastic. I think I had an old-fashioned. You had...
Old-fashions are Miller's go-to.
Yes, they are.
Folks.
That's right. It's the way to into Miller's pants.
It
is
totally
an old-fashioned. Yeah.
If you have boobs and bring him an old-fashioned, it's on.
Yeah.
It is on. Yeah. And he's good, folks. So. You are.
Good advertising. Brought
it
to
is.
You by Margot's Titties.
Margot's Finest?
Yeah, Margot's Finest Titties.
Yeah, it sounds like a brand of whiskey. I think I'd like to get into the whiskey business, and I would call it Margot's Finest. And we could market it as like whiskey that like they pour over my breasts and then bottle.
It's the only way to bottle
It's the way it's bottled.
Exactly.
Yeah, it'd be really...
From the source.
Really sexy commercial.
Yeah, it would be.
I think that we're about to be millionaires. Yeah. I think that's what's about to happen. Okay, anyways.
So we went out for drinks. And then...
Food. We went to a movie.
We actually saw Star Wars.
Finally.
Yeah.
Because it's been out forever.
And,
anyways.
Yeah.
Sidebar, it was only okay.
Yeah.
Not a movie review podcast, but we'll get to it.
Actually, let's get into the mythology and what it means.
I know.
Like Luke Star Wars
spoilers. Is like Luke dead at the end? I don't know. The thing, it's whatever. Back to our main source podcast. We're nerds, so we can like mention Star Wars, but also I think the main content should be like sex related.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
10% Star Wars. 90% sex.
I mean, now and then you need like a good reference.
Everybody needs a good Hoth reference every once in a while.
Of course, yeah. Was Hoth gold in there? Yeah. But seriously, like when... No.
Anyways,
never. I can't even get into it, you guys.
So we went to the movie. We had lied about seeing the movie to babysitters a couple times.
That's right.
So it was
go
nice
out
to finally...
on other dates and lifestyle-related things. We said we saw Star Wars before.
Right. So it was nice to be able to back up that we had actually seen it.
And now we've actually seen it. Yeah, way to check off that box of
And we kind of like to, if we're going to go to like a movie, we like to, and supper, we like to have like movie and supper and then like a, kind of like a buffer between
movie and sex.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like
club, the rest of the day
kind of thing.
So we did supper, we did the movie, and then we went to our pub that we like to go to before.
Right. The walking distance to the club.
Right.
If
well,
you can find a club in your city or your semi-near city,
right.
and you can find a bar that is walking distance to that club, I would highly recommend that situation.
Absolutely.
Because it just gives you some time to get into... and I don't necessarily mean drinking, although if that's your thing, certainly have a couple. But, you know, if you need to go to the bathroom, fix your makeup, if you need to change, if you need a snack, whatever, all those things before you get to your club.
Right.
Super good idea.
Yeah.
And then also, I mean, if you just saw something in a movie theater or you... I don't know, did whatever you folks do on a date, went shopping or took your kids somewhere and then dropped them at the sitters. I don't know, whatever your life is. Yeah. Sometimes you kind of need that break to be like, so is it hotter if I'm on top or is it hotter if, you know, like it's to sort of segue into that sexy conversation. And that's like half the battle, I think. So if you're already having those talks and you're not even at the club yet, I just feel like once you get to the club, you don't need that warming up period where people are talking to you or flirting with you and you might be like, oh my God, I wasn't there yet. I was like eating popcorn and watching Yoda 2 seconds ago. Like you maybe aren't kind of flipped over yet. Or that's how I am.
No, I agree. Totally.
That's not how everybody is.
So. No, but I think that's It's a lot of people. So we went to the pub. We had some drinks.
Indeed.
It was really quiet at the pub this particular night.
Well, I don't remember that, but I believe you.
There was a band playing with 2 people.
Oh.
I think it was like a man and a wife or whatever.
That was the band? This past time?
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't that quiet. There was people there. More people
compared
than
to
usual.
other nights. Yeah.
It was funny because it's sort of an Irish pub, right?
Yeah.
And we're just having like some shots to get and like some sexy talk.
Right.
And like there's couples beside us eating like chicken pot pie.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah. And I just think like
I couldn't eat that and then go.
Like so heavy,
Yeah.
right? And I don't know, something about it is just like I don't mean that judgy.
No, because we like chicken pot pie.
Is the
awesome.
shit. Like that's
but
so
not
good.
before I'm about to go dancing and like
like, does anybody want to like fool around with me? Just let me move my chicken pot pie belly to the side. It's like, it's just very funny.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay, so we were there.
So we go there.
It was pretty quiet. We had some drinks.
Yeah.
Miller accidentally ordered a whole extra round to try to get me liquored up. No, it was a mistake. I understand. I went to the bathroom. He was going to order like a drink, but then he ordered an extra round of drinks, which ended up being several
shots and
drinks.
drinks. Anyway, so you changed in the bathroom.
I changed in the bathroom to my sexy sex
But
clothes.
then put your coat kind of back on over top.
Put my coat zipped up on.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
I was sporting a one-piece lacy kind of situation.
Right.
So like there's like the like thigh-high stockings, but it was more like a one-piece that you bought me for Christmas, and it was super sexy. Little skirt over top. Really nice.
Yeah.
We should maybe even do a whole episode on like sexy clothes that
Yeah, that's a good
transition
idea.
from club to sex, because you want things that you look good in, you feel good in.
Right.
They have to be reasonably comfortable, reasonably easy to take off, move to the side, but also maybe keep on if you're, not everybody wants to be 100% totally naked. Sometimes you want to be wearing something, which is fine.
Yeah.
So anyway, I changed. We drank.
You changed. Then I went and changed the car.
Right.
I think before
and
we went.
it was cold, people.
Yeah.
People?
Papal?
It was cold, people.
Yeah.
People.
All our papes out there.
Yeah. What's
I
up,
changed
papes?
to my shirt for the club, and then we went to the club.
Yeah.
And so it had been a little while since we'd been there.
Not too long. We're members at this point.
So
we signed in. It was normal.
Everything
checked
normal.
our coats.
Checked our coats.
We went in, and right away, this time,
right.
should we talk about that? That one guy?
Sure. Like, so I had posted, our club has a Facebook group.
Right.
And so...
Which you should check out, folks. If you have found a club near you,
they probably have some
check
kind
and
of
see if they have a
Facebook
Facebook group. Sometimes they kind of promo things that are going on, or it's a good way to meet people like, oh, these guys are going tonight, or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So you had posted,
we're
once we
thinking
knew
of going tonight,
we had no date,
and stuff like that.
We
and
posted,
then a few
we're gonna
other
go to the
people had
club.
posted like, yeah, you should go, or whatever.
Right.
And
not really people we know necessarily.
No, nobody we knew.
Just people who also go to the club.
And I had posted that, and then we got ready and went, and I forgot to check it before we left.
Okay.
But apparently, a couple had messaged us, and just to say like, yeah, like,
hey, we'll be there too, or something.
And so we got to the club, and they were there before us.
Mm-hmm. And like the first people we saw,
they were
at the
like,
bar.
Hey,
right away.
like we sent you a message, and we were like, oh shoot, we forgot to check or whatever. But like we met them. They were really nice.
Yeah, very friendly. We all had a drink together.
Yeah, they bought us a shot. We
did a
chatted
round,
with him for a while.
Nice.
She was talking to somebody else after that a little bit.
She was maybe trying to reel in this rather good-looking dude at the end of the bar. Who I assume he was a single dude. I didn't see him with a lady.
Sure, yeah.
But he was like really good-looking. Yeah. And she was sort of chatting him up, and so we didn't really like force our way into that conversation.
No.
But we chatted with him a little bit. He was perfectly really nice, very nice. And then we just kind of were like, okay,
we just kind of lost track of them.
We'll catch you later or something.
We even made some kind of comment like, yeah, we'll talk with you in a bit.
Right. And we were kind of just going to take a little lap essentially around the room.
See if there's anybody
And then
we knew.
what happened?
And then somebody walked up to us.
Surprise!
Somebody we know from
Not
our vanilla life.
Yeah.
Somebody you used to work with.
Right. Somebody I've known for a very long time.
You even went to school with them.
We went to college together for the same career.
Yeah.
Wound up working together for a while, and then don't work together anymore. She's fantastic. I love her to death. We're actually really good friends, but have
just haven't been
not
as,
mentioned this to each other.
Yeah.
Not mentioned that she dabbles in a thing that we also dabble in, which was interesting.
Yeah.
But they were great. Honestly, I'm sure that it is a fear for a lot of people.
If you look it up, it's probably like people's number one fear about going to a club is running into somebody they know.
Right.
And so...
Which is totally understandable.
I mean, and I guess it's crossed my mind that we might run into somebody we know at some point. Mm-hmm. But and honestly, once you're there, you realize that they're there for the same reason you're there.
Exactly.
And it doesn't matter.
Not at all.
But it doesn't mean that it's not something that you're worried about. Mm-hmm. And luckily for us, it wasn't our first time there or anything.
Well, that's true. It didn't sort of scare us away or anything like that.
They mentioned that they had been in the lifestyle for a couple of years.
A bit longer than us, yeah.
Right.
Well, anyways, whatever, longer than us.
Right. But
we were all just sort of cool with it.
Yeah,
They're perfectly nice people.
We know her better than we know him.
That's right.
But like you were chatting with her for a bit, and I was chatting with him for a bit. Mm-hmm. And it was the part I found strange was that like I have talked with him before. Yeah. But it was strange all of a sudden to have this new kind of lingo that we could talk or use without having to explain to each other what it is. It's like this secret code that we both know. And he's saying the word like lifestyle and swingers
and vanilla
and I'm like
play
and I'm understanding all these references, but to meet somebody who you knew before and now hear them use these words,
it's crazy.
It's like that's so weird.
But also
I felt like almost like my mind was like way back from when we first went to the first club. I felt like my mind was re-blowing again. Yeah. Where it was like
re-blowing.
That's right, re-blowing. Hashtag re-blowing.
Yeah, I mean honestly there was definitely the initial moment of shock. Yeah. And I guess embarrassment until you realize, why should I be embarrassed? They're here too.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's not like they're there to like bust us. It's like, we knew you came here, you fuckers.
And also I think the more you get comfortable with the lifestyle, the more I'm not like, I don't even know that busted is a thing.
No, it's not.
I'm ridiculously in love with my husband. I know. Nerd. Pause for cuteness. Super happy. There's nothing wrong in our relationship. Mm-hmm. No one's looking to get out. Nobody has a foot out the door. None of those stereotypical, you're looking for sex outside your marriage stuff. Not at all. Yeah. So we fool around with other people sometimes. Mm-hmm. Who cares? Like, I mean, that's easy to say. It doesn't mean I want my mom to know. It doesn't mean I'd like it advertised at my kid's school or something like that. Mm-hmm. But why would your normal sex life be advertised in either of those areas anyways? Like, it doesn't really matter. So ultimately, of course, you probably don't want a family member. Of course, you probably don't want your boss or something. Right. But really, if you run into a friend there, it's kind of awesome.
It's kind of the best. Like, we had the best possible person to be there, like, place that she is in our lives, where she's not a family member. She's not an employer
or
a current, like, coworker. Right. She's a former coworker who you were also lovely. Friends with, and we've done other things with previously, like vanilla. Outside of work, right? You know, before. So like her place in our lives is distant,
because or more distant than like a parent or something
but
like
inside
that.
Our sphere of people contacts,
right? Exactly. And ultimately, like I was sort of happy to see them because I hope that they are as happy as we are. Yeah. And that makes me happy for them because they, it seems, have sort of found something that works for them and makes them happy, which is fantastic. Like that's what I want for everyone. Well, so if they're good and happy and they happen to be exploring the same things that we are, cool. If they're exploring different things, also cool. It just, I don't know, even me seeing them, I haven't seen them in a long time, and especially together. Yeah. I haven't seen them. I've seen her, whatever, but I haven't seen them together, and they just looked happy and smiley, and like that's all you want for your friend, Exactly. And so I'm thrilled. I'm so happy. It's maybe a moment because like
it's just a little bit of shock because we've been to the club before, and then you see somebody who you already recognize. Yeah, you're wearing like this mesh kind of top part with a bra underneath.
Hello, man who I know who's married to my friend. These are my boobs. Yeah. It's a little, but it wasn't that
this
awkward.
Time you were probably wearing an outfit that was more risque to the club than you had previously wore.
Probably, although I was super comfortable.
I know. It was fantastic. You looked awesome in it. But like...
Pause for cuteness. Second pause break.
Yeah, that's right.
Our audience is vomiting right now.
Yeah.
They're so cute. It's disgusting. Yeah. I hate both of them.
Yeah. Get to the fucking.
Yeah, no kidding. When does the penis get into the...
Okay. But like, so you were wearing stuff that was like, your first time kind of wearing a little bit more like revealing
A bit more revealing, yeah. Definitely.
To the club.
And of course I see people I know.
Yeah.
People I used to wear... Well, without like
a
giving anything away.
uniform or school outfit kind of thing.
We were in an industry where we wore uniforms.
Yeah.
Uniforms tend to be very covered up.
Yeah.
Now my boobs are out.
Yeah.
And like short skirt and whatnot. And it's like, hi. And they're like, wow, you look great.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you.
Yeah.
Also, here's everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It was surprising. But honestly, a very positive
They were
interaction.
cool.
They were great.
I didn't really talk to her. You mostly talked to her.
Yeah, she's great. She's happy for us. Right. She wants us to be happy. Mm-hmm. They seemed very happy. Right. And it's a thing they dabble in, and we dabble in it too, and maybe we'll see them, maybe we won't.
We even met their friends that they were there with.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They were there with a group of maybe 3 or 4
really
couples.
Nice. Yeah.
All very nice. And that was cool, too. So they obviously have a good, like, kind of...
core group or whatever.
Core group, which is awesome, because that seems to be what they want.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was really, really good. They seem really happy.
Maybe.
Okay, should we say this? This is very weird and funny. Years and years and years and years ago,
right?
We were at a coworker's wedding,
right?
And we had some drinks.
Not this coworker, different coworker's wedding that they were also attending.
Okay, yeah. So the coworker that we ran into at the club, and me, and was he there?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, and our spouses. You were there. Yeah. I know that, but I didn't know if he was there. Several years ago, we were at another coworker's wedding,
right? And
we'd had a few drinks, and we were dancing and whatever. And this coworker kissed me.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I'd kissed a girl ever.
And you liked it.
I mean, yes, Katy Perry, thank you.
No problem.
I did like it, but it wasn't like I wasn't like sexually attracted to her. I just know I
that
know
was your
her
first,
too well, right? Yeah. But it was the first, like it was surprising. She kind of just initiated it, and it wasn't not nice, but it was also very surprising. And I'm there, obviously there with you, and I just whatever. It was just a fun. Right. Silly thing that was nothing. And I'm sure many of our listeners are going to be like, who hasn't kissed some of their girlfriends? Well, me, I guess. I hadn't. Right. And then I did. And it was funny and surprising and whatever. And then never sort of thought about it again until we run into this couple, my friends at the club. And I thought suddenly, oh my gosh, she's the first girl that I kissed, which is beyond like a weird full circle moment. I can't even like that's bonkers.
That's crazy.
I can't it's insane. But anyway, so I guess if you folks run into people that just be open-minded about it, right? If you don't want them to judge you, don't judge them. If anything, be happy for them.
Yeah.
Because if you're exploring something that makes you happy, they are too. Win-win. It's fantastic.
I mean, who knows? Maybe you want to play with the person that you met. You might. Who knows? Like, I mean, it's all good.
Like, we have couple vanilla friends that we do, games nights with, where all of our kids are there and whatnot. And one day, we haven't told them that we're in the lifestyle, and maybe they are too, and they haven't told us, and maybe one day we'll have a big old shock at the club, and who knows? I mean, that might happen. Yeah. But ultimately, so what? Yeah. It's just a part of your life, so you fool around with other people sometimes. Exactly. If they're there, they can't judge you very harshly for it. Really. Yeah.
You don't have anything to worry about by running into somebody.
No.
Everybody else
and it also doesn't mean that you have to fool around with them. No. Because you know them previously. It doesn't mean you have to do anything with them. Although, I mean, I guess if it's a couple that are friends of yours, if you are attracted to them and bam, they're at the club, then sure, go to town. If everybody's happy, why not? You've already laid the groundwork. Now you get to have sex too.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I guess. Why not?
Totally.
But yeah, how are we doing for time?
Good, it's at 30 minutes. Okay, so that would probably...
super have to pee.
I hit record.
Right now? Just now? Now?
Like 10 seconds ago.
Now?
11 seconds ago. 12 seconds ago.
Let me guess. 13 seconds
ago. Okay.